Hello there guys, it's me, Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 3 of Farthest Frontier, and we've now reached tier 2. It's important now to try and work out which of the many new buildings that we've unlocked to build in which order, and I think one thing that games like this can suffer from is it can become very easy to just be overwhelmed by the number of new unlocks that you've got, try and spam them all down, run out of resources, build buildings that you don't really need right away. So we're going to be a little bit careful. We're going to focus on looking at our villager needs and going from there. So most of our villagers are fine, but some of our villagers are without shoes and are forced to wear worn out clothes. So that's going to be our first port of call. And then we've also got a few buildings that are still being built. I was actually having to think in between videos. There's a few things so far, even at tier 2, that I think that this game is fundamentally missing. Now, it's quite possible that they will get added in later. Let's not forget we are playing early access. So those things are, first of all, an easy way to harvest trees automatically. At the moment, there isn't really. We can assign areas to be harvested. We can assign individual trees to be harvested. We can build buildings where there are existing trees and those trees will get harvested automatically. But what we can't do is build like a sort of a lumber mill or a lumber farm that will automatically clear trees for us. There is kind of a building that allows us to do that, but then it's not designed specifically for it, and you could just end up in a situation where you end up harvesting all the trees on the map. And they do grow back, but they grow back reasonably slowly, and there's no building that allows you to manually replant trees like a forester or anything like that. Secondly, another very important vital resource is stone. There are plenty of different mines you can build, like coal mines and gold mines and things like that, and iron mines. But you can't build any quarries, so you can harvest stone, again, manually from the map, but it's very much a finite resource. And then the third thing that they don't seem to have added, at least I haven't been able to find one, is something that allows you to set a work order. For example, we could go into something like the hunter's cabin and go, when you have X amount of meat, stop hunting. Or go to the Fletchers and go, when you have X number of arrows, stop making more arrows. There is no way of doing that. We can, of course, manually shut the building down. We can toggle the building production on and off, but there's no way to actually manually to automatically get them to stop when they hit a certain amount. So let's see if we can sort out the problems with our villagers with clothing. So we're going to need is it going to be resources, potter's building, weaver building. So we could get some linen. I'm not sure that we are growing. Is that flax? I'm not even sure if we're growing any of that. It is flax. We're not growing any flax on this farm. We're not growing any on that farm yet. We could do. How big a space does that take up? We could grow it instead of the cabbages, actually. We could remove this one off. At least we should be able to. Clear that crop and add flax instead. Or in fact, we can even get rid of that one, remove that, put in flax, put in that, remove that, put in the corn. Oh, the wheat, sorry. Okay, so we probably don't want to build that just yet. We'll have a look. The tannery produces clothes, so the tannery will be useful. And it requires skins or furs or whatever it is, which we are getting from the hunters. It's pelts, yeah. So let's go and grab the tannery. Now the tannery reduces desirability because it smells a lot. So we could put this up here near the hunter's shack. So let's go and put the tannery up there, and we'll build a road just so that it all joins together. So that's the tannery, and then we need to be able to produce shoes. So we have ourselves as a soap shop, candle shop, weavers, potters, apiary. Do we not have a cobbler's, work camp, clay pit, iron mine? Am I missing something? Baskets, Fletchers, cobblers. There we go. That doesn't appear to affect the desirability too much. What does that require? And again, I've lost it already. Just requires pelts. So again, that can probably go up here near the hunter's hut as well. I could probably turn that around and put that on the other side. How do I rotate? Oh, no, that's not it. If there's an option to rotate a building. If there is, I haven't found it yet. First, rotate placement is tab. There we go. Let's put it this side. Yeah, that'll do. Fine. Okay, let's unpause things. So we're still short of planks. We do have a saw pit. At least we did have it. Yeah, there's the saw pit there. We've got 2 people cutting. So that's fine. We're just a little bit short on planks. So that should sort out the problems there. While that's all happening, we could probably also get a soap shop. Now we are producing... We've got firewood. We've got what looks like tallow. I don't know what that other icon is, and unfortunately I can't put a mouse over it. There's low desirability. All of these things kind of reduce desirability. There are some things, of course, that do increase desirability. Oh dear, we've got another villager with dysentery. Can we build like a hospital? A healer's house. Now, healer's house costs a lot of gold. Costs 100 gold to build and 30 gold monthly cost. See, we can't afford any of this right now. We simply don't have the income to do that. We need to make sure we've got enough food coming in as well. Just having a quick scout through just to see if there's anything particularly that increases desirability. Even most of the trees and things, the decorations don't too much. Plazas do. But even they require gold. And gold we do not have. We will get some gold eventually. So there's nothing particularly here. Well, we can't afford to build any of those anyway. We've got the market. Shelters. We've got the storage. We've built, or we were building the wagon shop. I seem to recall. That's the storehouse. Did I not build a wagon shop? Is that the wagon shop there? Yes, we are building the wagon shop. That's fine. Granary. We're not getting a lot of grain at the moment. Now, a cooper we could certainly use. Those barrels would help stop food spoiling. And we don't really need a vault because we haven't got any gold. So let's go and build a cooper. And then we can start using those barrels in the storehouse. So that'll need clearing. So the weather's changing for the better. We might lose some citizens. Now, under the buildings menu, under housing, we've only really got the tier 1 shelter and then the tier 2 temporary shelter. We don't have any sort of tier 2 housing. 3 new villagers immigrated. There we go. So these houses, existing houses, can actually upgrade. Now you do need to get the local desirability up higher. They need 2 different types of food and 1 type of herb. And it also requires some wood. So we've got the town centre tier 2. We've got a basic well. We just need to increase the desirability. And we need more variation in food and herbs. I don't know where we're going to get the herbs from. Have a quick scout around the map. Lots of eggs and things over here. Could probably have another forager's hut around where these eggs are. If I were to build a forager's hut out here, is that going to be under food production? Hunter's cabin, forager's shack. That would cover quite an expanse there. Yeah, let's get another one out there. So we're going to have quite a few foragers' shacks, but I think we're going to need them. Planks are our big issue right now. Wood's not the problem. We've got plenty of wood. Let's get this thing prioritised. If we can get wagons built, then our villagers will all work a little bit faster. Buildings do not have access to water. Has our well run dry? Do we need another one? Where is our well located? I thought that was under amenities and services, but apparently not. Is it under resources? Basic well. Have one somewhere. Or at least I did have. Guess we can put one over here. Put one that sort of reaches all of the houses if possible. Yeah, let's put a well there. I did notice... Not that button. I was getting a warning somewhere about... Is it arrows here? Or are you just at capacity? You've got arrows in storage. I think you're fine. Or was it the hunter complaining they didn't have enough arrows? Yeah, we're stacking up a lot of stuff here. Can we upgrade the saw pit? If we could upgrade the saw pit, we could speed things up. Now that would need iron. And it also needs a tier 3 town centre, so we're a ways off getting that. Now at least this is done. Now they do require 20 planks in order to build one of those. Let's get the tannery and the cobblers prioritised also. Because we really do want to try and get people with clothing before the happiness goes down. This also might be why people are ill. If they've got no shoes. How are the farms doing? So the yield here is not too bad. The weed level's pretty high. And this one seems to be doing okay as well. We're not going to get a great crop from it. We can also expand the farms further down. We could build more of them. Villagers succumb to illness. Yeah, unfortunately we might lose a few people here. Let's see if it's worth doing any more exploring. We do have a forager. How do we get the tier 2 hut? Oh, we can already build them. Yeah, we want to have these huts close to where these people are working. So that way they can actually live out there and don't have to keep coming back to the village. Well, at least they will, but just not as often. So we can build these huts out for people who work in the outskirts to live out there. Or at least temporarily. We can build more farms. We will. I'll sort that road out. Maybe. Not. I don't know. Yeah, I will build some more farms. Farms take ages, but they are cheap to build. Which is nice. Now I'm trying to remember, were these 8x8? Will I get rid of... I'll probably just move the fences. And leave the... Yeah, I might move the fences and leave everything else where it is. Okay, so what's the best way of doing this? We have this manage walls button. Drag and select walls to manage. Hold shift to deselect. So we want all of these. And we're going to salvage them. And then we want to build some more farms. So it will let me build there now. So 8x8 was what we did before. So there's 8. Now then, the road's in the way of this one. Got road, just one road tile in the way. We can upgrade these roads. If we want to upgrade them to stone, we can do that. I'm not going to bother moving that road. We might lose one section of tile, but that's fine. We'll put down some more fencing. So, walls and roads, wooden fences. And we're going to go from here. We want the road to go behind the farm. So we'll go across there. Because we need to line it up with this one. Okay, that should be fine. And then we'll put some roads down. I might start upgrading some of the roads to stone roads. But I don't really want to use an unnecessary amount of... I don't want to use an unnecessary amount of stone. Okay, that's fine. We can always extend that farm out a little bit. It's going to look a little bit janky, but it will be fine. And then we want the gate in there as well. That should take a little bit of time. We can go up to speed 3 on that. So hopefully now we're in a good position where things are going to start getting done. So this building's prioritised. We do have the tannery now. We've got 2 people working in there, so we'll be able to start producing some clothing. We don't have the cobblers yet. We still have a problem with... I mean, we've got plenty of wood, plenty of logs in storage. So it's just the sawing that needs doing. We are getting some planks in the wagon shop. But the wagon builder can't really do much at the moment. You are showing as having full storage. And I think that's probably all on grain. So maybe we do need grain storage somewhere. Did I build the market? That's the market there. Okay then, let's build a granary. We could certainly do with one. Again, planks and stone. We end up using a lot of them. So let's go ahead and put our granary there. We've got a well now. Impending heat wave. Well, that's not so good. Plenty of food in stock though. As we have so much wood, I'm just going to put an extra 2 workers into the sawmill. And then hopefully we'll be able to get some more wood. We've got somebody else with dysentery. Do seem to struggle with that quite a lot. Not sure why the wood plank production is so slow. Maybe there's an issue with actually getting wood to the workers. And maybe that's why it's worth upgrading some of these roads. So we do have stone. I mean, we don't have a lot of it. But if we can upgrade some of these roads to stone, especially the ones around our production buildings, it might speed things up. Yeah, we're going to have to farm a lot more stone. I know you don't really farm stone, but you know what I mean. So, okay, we'll do that. There's plenty more stone around on the map that we can harvest. And it also keeps people... Oh, that was already marked as a target. It also keeps people busy. If we keep getting all the stone harvested. There's some more there. There's another big patch. So lots of stone marked for harvesting. This is still being built. We do have the forager's hut, which is nice. And we're working on the extra farms now. We do need some more villagers. We're going to need some more houses soon as well. We're almost at our housing cap. So let's go into housing. And we'll get a couple more houses in here. Might even end up having to put a few on the other side. So I'm facing this way. There we go. Probably overdone that on the housing a little bit, but that's fine. That's another villager who's unfortunately succumbed to illness. So up to 10 months worth of food. Although it's mostly smoked meat. A little bit of greens. So that's another important thing to remember. Let's actually move the storage wagon over here for now. So you can move the storage wagon if you click this button. And then that gives us a little bit more space. So that's the granary. What have we got here? This building has room for more workers. So this is the hunter cabin. Oh, there was no one in the hunter's cabin. Are you ill? Or are you injured? How did you get injured? Can we tell? Your health is at 90%. But I do not know why. Crops ready for assignment. Ah, new farms. That'll be why. So, with this one, again, we can't do much here. We'll put you in first. We'll put in some corn. On the second wave, we definitely want more flax so we can make clothes from it. We do have a lot of weeds, which is the problem. But we've got good fertility. So we can grow stuff that doesn't need good fertility dependence. Now peas are quite nice. Peas and beans actually keep longer than things like cabbages. Cabbages don't last as long. Yeah, let's just do that. We can always adjust the crop rotation around later if it looks like things aren't working out the way they could be. And I think with this farm, I don't think I can actually select this farm yet. Oh yes I can. I just need to wait until it's finished before I can extend it. I might move it out to here. So that's fine. We are getting some planks now. Looks like we're starting to upgrade little bits of road. It's hard to tell because none of it looks like it's getting upgraded. Oh, there we go. There's an upgraded section of road. So that will start to speed things up. And a villager is cured. I don't know why. We don't have a doctor or anything. We've got three gravestones now in the cemetery. How are we doing with the compost pile? Could still fill up a bit more. Still got some houses that need to be built. That's the temporary shack. At least the temporary shacks just need logs, not planks. This is the Cooper. That needs a lot of planks, but let's go ahead and prioritise that and get it done. Have we built any wagons yet? We might have produced a wagon. Storage is empty. Okay, we've got the granary. No, we haven't got the granary. Granary's still at waiting on planks. So the woodcutters, yeah, their storage is empty. I think that's the problem. It's the rate at which they're getting logs. Spending 37% of their time travelling. So at this stage, we're just waiting for a few things to get finished, like the farms. We're good on food. We are coming into winter, so things are going to change there a little bit. Villager happiness is mostly fine. It's still really shoes and clothes that are the issue. We've got 5 new villagers right there. It's the only problem when you build houses. Like, the moment you build houses, you instantly seem to get new villagers. So you shouldn't really build more houses than you've got the food to support, which I may have just done there, but we'll see. So some food is starting to spoil, which is berries, which you wouldn't think would happen in like a, you know, when it's cold, but there you go. So the granary's still not built yet. If we can just get more planks. Not even sure if there's a way that we can trade with them, really. Because we've got the market, but I don't see any way of trading anything here. We should actually start getting gold coming in. We can start taxing people. But yeah, the food is starting to spoil. The forager's shack and the hunter's cabin are fine. These guys don't have a road, but I don't think they need them. Obviously, farms are doing okay, but we do need to finish building that one. And yeah, during the winter, just not a lot happens. Everybody seems to just stop working. Yeah, 2 are stocking the saw pit, 2 are cutting wood planks. Firewood is low now. Are we still chopping firewood? That's the firewood cutter right there. I guess it's because we are in winter. Let's go ahead and put a second splitter in there. And this is the other thing, of course. The more population you have, the more amenities you need to have to deal with them. So what I'd like to do is get out of this winter. I'd like to finish all of the buildings that we've partially started. So in particular, I'd like to finish the granary. These houses aren't too important to finish because they're just going to increase the amount of population that we get. This is now done down here, so that's good. Some good amount of stone down there if we want to go and bring it up down this road. We could probably also do a little bit more on the exploration side of things. There's a few places on the map, quite a few places on the map that we haven't really been to. Let's see if we can expand our borders somewhat. At least have a little bit of a look and see what's around. We might have useful resources. So yeah, we'll try and explore all of that. It'll take a while, but it will keep somebody busy. This farm is almost finished. Of course, there's stone here that we can harvest as well. That was the tree, but, well, we want all of that. So this farm is very nearly done. Okay, so I'm just going to pause up now. What I want to do here is expand the crop field. Which is weird then, because it moans about the minimum size. Oh, I see. I need to start at that corner and drag out. No. Can I do it this way? Click, drag from this corner. There we go. So they've got to do a lot of work now, but I wanted to use that extra space up, so we'll let them make that bigger. That's fine. That was a little bit finicky. Wasn't the easiest thing to do. How are these road upgrades doing? We're still upgrading, but it's not saying why they're not done yet. We're not short of stone. We still have enough stone to do the upgrade. The granary is now complete. So we'll actually be able to start producing grain. And did I actually create a bakery? So this is another thing. Is there a way to actually see what you have nearby? That's the arborist building. That needs clay. We're not collecting clay at the moment. But we could build a bakery now that we have a granary. And as you can see, putting a bakery near the houses increases the desirability. So I'm going to put the bakery, I mean, ideally I want to have it close to the granary. So I'm going to turn it around and build it right here next to the houses. So it just reaches more of the houses than if I put it on the other side of the road. So hopefully we'll be able to start producing some bread. And then of course that will give us an additional food type, which will make people happy. Really wish we'd speed up the production of these roads. It's taking quite some time. Is the fence secure all the way around the farm? Did I leave any gaps? Let me get rid of this tree at some point so I can see what's happening. Impending heatwave, new villager is born. Yeah, looks like I've fully encompassed the farms, so we should be okay. How are we doing on food? 8 months in storage, but we're likely to get to spoil. Do we have any barrels yet? Is our cooper doing anything? So this is already produced and barrel. Can we put a barrel in here? 8 people want to arrive at our village. We've got the space for them. Just. Yeah, so can we put new barrels in here? Not at the moment. Maybe we haven't created any yet. Oh no, items produced in the last year. We haven't made any yet. Oh, we need iron. We actually need iron for the cooper. Let's go ahead and toggle production off at the moment because we don't have any iron. And I haven't seen any iron deposits actually. I haven't seen any iron on the map. Build a new school to set this town apart from other small villages. The school will help train a more efficient workforce and attract more educated settlers. Well, it would do, but I don't have any money coming in. Oh dear, villagers stricken with cholera. So yeah, slight problem at the moment. Where have all my icons gone? There. That's what I want. Try and see if we've got any iron anywhere. There's hazelnuts. We've got clay. Because we are really short of precious metals. No gold, no iron. Not seeing any coal. Not seeing any sand. Well, there's sand. We've got sand all the way up there. Oh, we do have herbs up here, actually. We need herbs. We do need herbs. Some more clay down here. So it's a little bit out in the middle of nowhere. I've lost them now. Lost the herb patches. But yes, I do need to get collecting on the herbs. I can't remember what it was that I needed them for, but something definitely required herbs. There's the herbs. They're good patches of herbs as well. So I'm going to go and put in a forager's shack. Fruit and herbs, yeah. So forager's shack. Grab the herbs. There's 2 lots of herbs there. I mean, that's really out in the middle of nowhere. So we might well have to build a road across there for them, but that should be good. We're getting quite a few villagers die at the minute, I think. Or no, just quite a few villagers are ill. I think one got ill and then one died. Okay. So, we're producing grain. And then we've got the bakery. The bakery should have everything it needs to start producing bread. And the bread should keep reasonably well also. 11 months of food. It's looking good. How are we doing on food and clothing now? We're still not quite there yet. The tannery has produced 13 hide coats. The cobbler has produced 14 pairs of shoes and has 16 pairs of shoes actually, and has 13 pairs in storage. So nobody should have any problem with shoes. Interesting. So there's still quite a lot of tier 2 buildings that I haven't built yet. Most of them mining type buildings. We will need to get an arborist as well. But we're just getting a little bit short when it comes to terms of resources. I think we can take 2 of these woodcutters out of here now. And we can probably afford to go in and just harvest a whole batch of trees out of the way. Just so that we can get some more logs. I think that's probably going to be a good point to end the video though. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying Farthest Frontier. Again, if you would like to see more, please do let me know in the comments. Or if there's anything in particular that you'd like me to cover, let me know also. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.